is the lack of, I wouldn't even want to qualify it to say adequate. You already can fathom the volume of work that the CPC needs to do. And so what we need primarily is even to engage consumers in terms of public enlightenment. That's one key area of the strategy that I have, that consumers must have a vibrant and massive public enlightenment about their rights across board. So we are not talking of telecoms. Yeah. We are talking of aviation. We are talking of goods and services and products. So how much would you want to give an organization who has, amongst others, the one mandate of enlightening the whole nation, not on one item, but on several? So in line with what I think I'm doing is I've drawn up a media strategy, a public enlightenment strategy, rather. And to say that, as a start, to get to everyone in Nigeria as much as possible, I need the radio. That's one platform that I know I can reach a lot more people.
The new media, social media.
I'll get to that, because that has its own class. But the radio, will you get to people in the village? And I need that. I need to also translate all those messages in at least 4 main languages. And I need to at least have one radio station that is popular in one state.
Are you working with the National Orientation Agency?
I am. But they also have their challenge. Whatever I want to do, they want us to pay for it. They want us to, there has some financial implication as well. They are not just going to carry our news for us. Free.
So the National Orientation Agency,
yes,
you pay them to carry your information out there?
No, we would not pay them, but there are other support that we need to give to move it fast. I'm working with them. Okay. I'm working with as many agencies that can help me transmit. But primarily, this is the CPC's role. This is the CPC's mandate. And so if I'm going with the radio, like I said, you can just do a quick calculation. If I'm going to reach each state, just one radio may not be adequate, but at least one that is popular to do some message for us.
Yeah. Just thinking here, now you said the radio can reach those in the rural areas.
Yes.
But my colleague mentioned something about the new media.
I'm coming to that.
No, I'm coming. Using the new media, is it not possible, because it's somewhat free. Now, the young ones get to know about the CPC and they pass on the message to their parents or to their relatives in the rural areas, say, you can do this. I'm just talking about the issue of funding here, too, looking for an alternative.
We have the social media, we have a Twitter, we have a Facebook. At least those are the basic ones. We have that, and that I brought into place because they were non-existent before I came.
Wow.
So I've had to do a lot within the 9 months that I worked. There was no functional Facebook.
You really have to build the institution of
Absolutely.
CPC.
So we have the Facebook. It's facebook.com/CPCNG. And then the Twitter is at CPCNIG. That is now functional. And I'm trying to find a way in which we even do a live stream of some of our activities. You know, just so we are hype also on social media. So every activity that we do, you're able to watch it live. I'm working towards that. So the social media is on top. It started working fully in the last 6 months, because the first 3 months, I just had to get myself together as to how to move this council out of where it is. So the social media is there. The radio, which is free, like you said, well, not free, but has minimal financial implication.
Okay. I'm even wondering, I think by 2015 or so, when the digitization process for the media happens, there will be some complaints, I imagine. In fact, people even to date also complain about DSTV.
Yes.
So it's huge.
Electricity, he said. He said electricity,
yeah.
And I already have my plans for that. Because what happens when you privatize, is that consumers are not factored into everything that is being said.
Especially when we seek this foreign direct investment.
Yes.
We need to tell the organizations coming in,
So,
consumer issues rank topmost.
Because at the end of the day, it's the consumer that is driving these businesses. But nobody ever talks about, you haven't heard anything said about consumers in all these energy and electricity exchanges going on. But I have my plans, and I've identified all the discos, and it is to say to them, now that you are in the process of taking over this, what are your consumer plans?
Yeah.
So it's a huge challenge, but we need to take it one at a time. And I'm listening to Nigerians saying, what are you doing about DSTV? What are you doing about telephones? There's so much they want to be fixed in a jiffy. But I can't promise that. I can only promise that I will take each one of them one by one and deal with them thoroughly for us to move forward. So that if we are able to clean one system, we know we are good to go on that system. And then we take the next. Because if I take every one that is here, then I'll be running all over like a headless chicken and will not get any result for Nigerians.
Okay, we've been speaking with Dupe Atoki, who is the Director General of Consumer Protection Council. We want to wish you all the best as you go on doing your job. Thank you for coming on this morning.
Thank you.
All right, we're back in just a moment. Join us again.
Sometimes your body wakes up, but your mind doesn't. Don't just get up. Wake up with the great taste of Lipton.
Sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah.
People all around the world enjoy the great taste of Lipton Yellow Label tea.
Never happy before, no, I get a good feeling, yeah.
Join the world of Lipton Yellow Label every morning.
Now that my ministry, agency and department is sure that our projects are captured in budget, what is the next thing to do?
Procurement planning.
Procurement planning?
Yes, procurement planning very important because a little bed, a little rise.
I don't understand.
Let your office begin now to plan how all the projects proposed for the budget will be executed on time and on target within the year.
Even when the budget is not yet passed?
Yes. Set up your procurement planning committee if none exists. Let the committee examine all the projects captured in the budget, the need, the human resources available, the challenges, and decide early enough to commence as soon as the budget is out.
Hey, is that so?
Yes. If you have any suggestions, consult the Bureau of Public Procurement BPP. But let me advise, do not wait for the budget before procurement planning. BPP, competition, transparency, efficiency.
The annual seasonal rainfall prediction 2014 was presented to the public on March 4, 2014 as a tool for understanding and dealing with the vagaries of weather. Aviation safety depends on accurate weather and climate information. Consequently, the Aviation Ministry has emphasized safety as a key component of President Goodluck Jonathan's transformation agenda in the sector. Accordingly, the Nigerian Meteorological Agency, NIMET, invites stakeholders in all sectors of the economy to a workshop with the theme, Meteorological Information as a Tool for Planning and Decision-Making. It focuses on the application of seasonal rainfall prediction SRP to climate-sensitive sectors. The goal is to enhance participant skills in the correct application of the seasonal rainfall prediction SRP in various climate-sensitive sectors to aid risk mitigation, optimize productivity, and promote climate resilience. Date, Thursday, 13th March 2014. Time, 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Venue, Nikon Luxury Hotel, Area 11, Gariki, Abuja. The workshop fee is 100,000 naira per participant. Announcer, Dr. Anthony Anuforum, Director General, NIMET.
Yes, we'll be talking about the forthcoming national conference now, and we're joined by Moyo Oshere Onigbanjo, who is a senior advocate of Nigeria. Thank you for coming out this morning. Good to see you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I mean, all the talk about this conference, so many of them. So I imagine that those who will be attending will have so many on their minds where they get in there. Perhaps they'll still keep their eye on the ball. Who knows? But yes, it's going to hold. But is this part that just popped up lately this week where they think, what will happen to the recommendations or the resolutions that the